Патрик, угадай, что пришло мне сегодня на почту?
Ох, что?
Это пришло.
Ставь это.
Created by some of the smartest people out there just to prove their mettle or for the sake of playing pranks, viruses have embedded themselves deep into the roots of computing.
Malicious software, worms, Trojans, and computer viruses are on the rise as hackers, spammers, and identity thieves seek new ways to steal information that can be used to empty bank accounts or spread electronic pandemonium.
Well, as of right now, there are millions of viruses out there, and they get more and more threatening every day. Here's a look at the top 30 dangerous computer viruses. Jerusalem. This is one of the first MS-DOS viruses in history that caused enormous destructions, affecting many countries, universities, and companies worldwide. In 1988, the computer virus managed to infect a number of institutions in Europe, America, and the Middle East. The name was given to the virus after one of the first places that got acquainted with it, the Jerusalem University. The Jerusalem virus managed to infect thousands of computers and still remain unnoticed. Back then, antivirus programs were not as advanced as they are today, and a lot of users had little knowledge of the existence of computer viruses.
Solar sunrise. Using a computer virus, hackers in 1998 penetrated and took control of over 500 computer systems that belonged to the Army, government, and private sector of the United States. The whole situation was dubbed Solar Sunrise after the popular vulnerabilities in computers that ran on operating systems.
Привет.
Ага, не волнуйся, я могу это исправить.
Called Sun Solaris. Initially, it was believed that the attacks were planned by operatives in Iraq. It was later revealed that the incidents represented the work of two American teenagers from California. After the attacks, the Defense Department took drastic actions to prevent further incidents of this kind.
Brain. Brain may not have been the most sophisticated virus, but in 1986 it was the first to really target PCs via Microsoft's DOS operating system. The virus ate up a huge chunk of memory and caused computers to display a message warning that they had been infected. It even told them who they should call to get disinfected. The original developers claimed they weren't trying to cause trouble. They created the virus as a means of copy protection for their medical software. But then someone else came along and copied that bit of code, and the virus spread.
Explorer.zip. The Explorer.zip worm appeared in the summer of 1999, following in the footsteps of Melissa. The worm deleted Word, Excel, and PowerPoint files, and randomly altered other types of files. The most dangerous computer viruses traveled via emails that appeared to be from someone the recipient knew. The message included a file that, if activated, showed a fake error message to the user. Unlike Melissa, this virus did not use Outlook to gather email addresses. Instead, it watched the inbox of the infected computer and then sent automatic replies to senders using the same email subject as the original message.
Autorun. This virus primarily targeted USBs and flash drives and established them as a major source of movement and propagation. It affected networks and all computers present on them. Once affected, the folder options would be disabled, the task manager would be, unavailable, and the virus itself would become the system's administrator. The virus would replicate itself on all the folders, therefore eating up all useful space on the hard disk, and making it extremely and evidently slow. The loss, you may ask, was in terms of useful data on millions of computers across the world.
Fizzer. While Fizzer wasn't as fast-moving as Code Red, this virus was much more insidious. Fizzer was the first instance of a worm created for financial gain. Computers infected with Fizzer started sending out pharmacy spam. In other words, Fizzer didn't just take over your address book to spread for the sake of spreading. It used your address book to send out porn and pills spam. Fizzer was followed by better-known spam-inducing worms like So Big, which became threatening enough that Microsoft even offered a $250,000 bounty for information leading to the arrest of its creator.
Suricam. Suricam is a nasty little virus that appeared in July 2001 on PCs running Windows 95, 98, and Millennium. The worm appeared in emails with an attachment in Spanish or English saying greetings such as, "Hi, how are you?" and "Como estas?" If you launched the attachment, Suricam would install itself onto your infected computer. It would grab random documents and send them out on email addresses captured from your address book. It occasionally deleted files on the infected computer's hard drive and essentially changed them to nothing but gibberish and random HTML code.
Эй, что случилось? Что это за закорючки на экране?
О, это называется финальные титры, Патрик.
Конечные титры, но я не хочу, чтобы это заканчивалось.
И именно поэтому Нептун подарил нам кнопку перемотки назад.
Ох, спасибо, Нептун.